Technical difficulties, but goddamn it, we back like cook crack. I'm talking about bouncing back off of 28 and the 64. How y'all doing? We gonna talk about the one thing that ain't never talked about. We're gonna talk about the one thing that don't never get credit, and that's the goddamn dog woman, the bully chick, the woman who actually sits up there. Your Julie Cows, your Denise Has, your motherfucking Kitty Cats. I'm saying her name right, Chris. The one that named Kitty Cat or Thunder Kitty or whatever.
I can't even tell you in a second, bro. You
Although
doing
she,
three things. Let me go ahead and tell people. Go
oh,
ahead.
yeah, right. But we doing this for the ladies tonight, man. Y'all don't never get no credit. It's so many dog women out there. Like a lot of people don't even know. The people that started Watch Dog, that was a woman, man. A lot of people don't understand that. It was a lot of women being a driving force behind a lot of dogs that don't get a lot of credit. You know,
Uh,
I mean, a lot of them don't get credit. Like a lot of people don't get Julie Cow credit till she got their dog in their hands. You feel me? Like I gotta start giving these folks credit beforehand. Like the dog woman is the driving force with the dog man. You know, and
uh,
it's a lot of aspects that you don't realize because it's something the homie hit me to and something that you sometimes you gotta have a nurturing aspect that a man don't possess. You know what I mean? A nurturing aspect from a woman can bring a dog out of such behavioral darkness, and I watched it unfold in my own household. You know what I mean? With a dog that I produced that I thought was gonna be a cur, and lo and behold, you know she turned the dog around. You know what I mean? In a couple of weeks. So it's like you don't understand that a woman's touch in the dog game is solely needed. And the homie brought that to my light for me to actually see it because you can see the differences in dog women, not furry moms, not no gets nothing against you furry moms. We love y'all, but we talking about the dog woman. You feel me? Your Diana Byningtons, your like I said, Julie Cowles, your Kim Owens and Purdue's and them women that actually got down with it, your Jenny Yorks, you know what I mean? These it's nobody actually doing that. It's always who's the top stud then. Let's go back to that. And I felt like doing ladies night because the homie brought back how essential the female is to the male. So why not bring the dog woman up being essential to the dog man? You know what I mean? Because I don't see how one like dog men and women belong together. Period. You feel me? That's the only way you're gonna be able to rock in the dog game. It's hard. It's hard when you have opposites. You feel me?
hmm
It's hard when you have opposites. It's not to the point where they look at it no more. Like, look how graceful Knuckles would flow in the ring with Jenny. Look how graceful dogs flow in the ring with women. You know what I mean? It's some type. It's just to me. I feel like they pheromones take over with the dogs. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah,
when they get a hold to them,
it's that more nurturing instinct, bro.
right? And the way it's just like when I watch mine, like how she grab and play with the puppies and shit, and it's like I could say something and that's when they go shoot them. Shoot straight across the room. You feel me? They right there. And I get it now. Like over the years, watching and watching and wondering and seeing, I'm like, okay, this is what my grandfather was talking about. You know what I mean? Why he would, old heads would say, what's the two things that'll ruin a dog, bro? What's the two things that ruin the dog? They said all the time. Thousand women, ruin kids and dogs. Ruin a dog. Them old heads always say that. Women and kids ruin the dog, but it's not necessarily ruining it. They just bring out the more protective nature in the dog. You know what I mean? The more, I guess I say the other essence of the canine. You feel me? Like it's when you see them, it's like they unlock something in the dog as far as like okay, like fat girl. Fat girl could be upstairs. She could be at the foot of the bed. If I come upstairs, right, fat girl be alert. You feel me? Say that low key. Now when I walk her, it's a whole different type of outburst. You know what I mean? And I'm starting to compare it so I can start learning the dog's psyche. because you know how they say, well, female dogs more protective. A dog initially, man, is more protective, period, over a woman, bro, male or female. Have you ever noticed that?
Hmm.
I've noticed it. I've noticed that because it's like it's something about that nurturing instinct. I was picking with the homegirl yesterday, and she was telling me, she was like, well, she was like, that's it's the mother instinct that they get from, it, and I see that now. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
They look at the female as their mother. You know,
Hmm.
and that was pointed out to me several times. You know, by the Duchess of the house. You know,
Yeah, I mean, just remember what I told you about your black male.
yeah,
You know what I mean? You say he's a little scary. You know, first thing I told you was what?
yeah, yeah. The
I was
pat,
like, let your lady play with him. You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
let your lady handle him. It's something. It's something about having. It's a balance. I call it a balance. Having that male authority figure. It's the same thing with like raising kids. You know,
right,
that authority figure and that real nurture. You know what I mean? Some fathers they nurture too. You know, but
hmm,
still they more so the authority figure. You know, and it's the same thing with the dogs a little bit, man. Like when I have, puppies out of my litter, that are a little more shy, not as outgoing, first thing I do, I hand the pup to my old lady, and she do her magic with it. And that puppy be the pup that be the most outgoing pup of them all.
yeah, like,
I don't
saying,
fault her for it, but it's that
right,
nurturing instinct that
right.
a lady naturally has.
And the biggest thing, that's why I had put what I had put, on the banner. You know what I mean? Fat girl with a few, with a few ladies. You feel me? Because we
Yeah,
want y'all to know that we understand and we appreciate y'all what y'all put in to help us with these dogs every day. You know what I mean? Us falling asleep on the floor doing breedings, to talking you to death about dogs when you probably want to talk about Dawson's Creek or something like that. You know what I mean? And we appreciate that. We from the bottom of every dog man heart, we want to appreciate the dog woman, because
yeah,
it's times that we know that y'all rather put on makeup and do your nails and go have a good time, but you be in the crate cleaning up piss and shit, and because we be tired from work. You know what I mean? That's a dog woman. You feel me? If believe that or not, when you
yeah,
getting up, checking on, you may not got down getting the show ring and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And when you getting up and checking on puppies, and you getting up and rubbing bellies and taking dogs to go through C-sections, you a dog woman. You feel me? It might be
yeah.
your man. It might be your man's show, but you the dog woman with the dog man. You feel me?
You the backbone.
Yeah, you
That's
the
what I
neck.
say about my old lady all the time. She the backbone of my
Right.
camp, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You the neck. I was always that the dog woman is the neck that turns the head. You feel me, to the body. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And you ain't shit without your neck, bro. You feel me? You ain't shit without your neck, dog. And it's a lot of them, like Julie Cow. I watched her in person, but she the shit. You feel me? Like, she is the shit. Like, I really don't see why she just don't straight show AKC. Like, I really feel like she wastes her talents fucking with the ABKC, bro. You feel me? Like, I really do. Like, that lady is the fucking shit. I low key think she better than the whole man, bro. No offense, Trinidad James. I fuck with you, bro. But your old lady, hey, she a beast, bro. You feel me? Like, shout it, like the way shout it get to a dog, like you might sit there and over talk to that motherfucker for a minute. She play with him, fill him up, get him all excited, and she talk to him. And this thing, that bitch turned into a goddamn unisaw, bro, like a universal soldier. You feel me? Like, what? I be like, what the fuck did she just say to this dog? Like, the dog might come in the frumpy or walk in. Next thing you know, Julie might kneel over to that motherfucker, like she whispering to him. Next thing you know, that bitch perk up, tail get erect, then feet spread out, and it don't even be her goddamn dog, bro. Now tell me that ain't something that has to do with a woman being able to the nurturing instinct and touch of a woman be able to take control of another dog like that, bro. You feel me? Hold on, make sure my shit didn't fall out. But a lot of things, a lot of people don't realize when it comes to the dog woman that she's highly always needed, man. You know what I mean? It's something that's always speculated but underrated. You know what I mean? Like it's them time it's them times it's them times to where she don't get her just due deserves. Hold on, y'all. We might have to do a part two. I might be having a tad bit of technical difficulties for one hot second. Hold on. Let me get my signal. Trying to make sure everybody get comments and you know, come on in. Because we got a strong nine. And I appreciate the strong nine for tuning in, man. We did want to show support, man, to the dog woman, man. Because we know what y'all go through. And we know these be y'all babies, man. And we know y'all want to make sure they live good and healthy lives. And we don't want y'all to go unnoticed or go uncared about, man, because all these dog talk shows don't talk about that, but the epic the epic role you play, man, when you in the house. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it be that last little touch she go do with the mom. You know what I mean? To comfort her during the breeding or to be able to pick the puppies up and wash them off and help the mom when you tired from work or you trying to get in, you know, and I know a lot of fellas do it on their own, you know what I mean? But we not talking about that. We talking about the dog woman, man. Like I hope y'all get what I'm saying from this. 'Cause, you know, it's I know we normally try to
Check your
do.
signal, man.
Hold on, yeah, I'm walking through the crib now. We normally try to do education, but I feel like a lot of y'all really just I know I'm getting a little redundant, but I feel like a lot of y'all really don't get y'all just do, man. Like I'm gonna tell you another lady who don't really get looked at no more. Jenny York, that York blood, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? There we go. Okay, I'm getting a little comments. That York blood, bro. I believe that's the last of some clean shit, other than what Chris and a few other people doing with Hurricane and that type of blood. You know what I mean? Cause I see what she did a long time ago, and I was a jit, and her shit really ain't changed. It's gotten a little thicker. You feel me? That's cause she really right down in her blood. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Chris, who else? Chris, who else could you think of, bro? As a dog woman that really don't nobody talk about, bro? You know? What? See, my producer and my host, my other host, done fell off the goddamn line. They done left.
Nah, ain't nobody fell off the line. I told you I'm falling back. But there's a couple, I see there's a couple women, that pop out to me in this dog game, that I see trying to do something, especially in the American Bully community, one. I see Judy Cook, she be all over the place,
Yeah,
doing her
yeah, yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah. I forgot about. I don't say I forgot about Judy.
Judy Cook, Kathy, Kathy be doing her thing too. Kathy Riddle,
That's the oh yeah, 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 yeah. That's the lady that pretty much took the last of them IAK dogs.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Man,
Okay.
it's a couple, um, it's a couple women out there really doing their thing, man. And like you say, man, we salute them, and hey, I salute my lady 'cause she put up with me and this dog stuff, the studying, all that good stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. My. You know, you when you look at it, like you chop chop chi chi. Come on, come on, come on, come on, Kato. Hey, my bad. Hold on, y'all. I gotta let the
Yeah,
old man
yeah,
know.
yeah. You know how we do. Like, we operate like how they operated before. Facebook. You know what I'm saying? We constantly on the phone talking dogs. Before
Yeah.
back in the day, they didn't have internet, so everything they did was popping up on the phone, and that's
Huh?
how we operate. We on the phone talking dogs, and a lot of times, hey, we don't get to spend times
Come
with
on.
our lady like we supposed to, and they understand it because they know the passion that we have with these dogs.
Yes.
So
Yes. Exactly.
it's
Exactly.
always the women. A lot of times, the women are the bad bones of the dog community. You know, especially when you hear stories, constantly. A lot of times the women be the ones who pick the dogs.
Yes. Be. Hey. Yes. Yes. That's who
So
picked
like
Kato, bro.
exactly, you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
you can't sit here and be like, You talking about you a breeder, but every time you turn around when you first was talking, oh, my lady picked such and such. My lady picked this dog. I wanted this dog. So a lot of times the females they know the best looking dog, or they know how to pick a dog. So, hey man, salute to the dog women out there.
You know what I'm saying? So like who else? What was that lady? Oh yeah, Kim Evans. You got Kimberly Vega. She's part of I think she used to be part of Black Label. Still is part of Black Label. You got motherfucking Alexandria. She just got married. I can't pronounce their last name. You got old girl out at I think Ridgeline Kennels. She live out in Alaska. It's she produced XL. I think her name might be Rachel. Who else? What was the other chick name? Uh, you know who I missed though? They used to breed dogs. She used to have a dog by the name of Brooke Maynard. Brooke Maynard. She used to have a dog by the name of Mr. B, bro. Man, dog. That's a nice little dog, bro. She really smart with dogs, bro. You feel me? Brooke Maynard really was smart when it came to dogs. But I think with a lot of the bullshit in the bully community, she kind of chunked the deuces. I be following her on Instagram. I think she fucking with blue healers and horses now. You know what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of the real dog women that eased off to because there'd be a lot of fuckery in the bully community. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers fucking me. A lot of people be fucking people. A real woman really don't act like that. You feel me? They really don't be trying to get on like that. So a lot of them just, they ease to the wayside. You know what I mean? And be like, it's not really for me like that. Well, I let the men just swap it out, And it'd be a lot of the times in the bullet game, it'd be the women really had been holding it down for a long time. Like Mandy Lee, she produced Champion Popeye, bro. But you'll never, dude only give her credit if somebody already know that. You know what I'm saying? And they bring it up. You feel me? And I feel like that'd be fucked up because it's a few women like literally. I feel like Razor's Edge wouldn't have been shit without goddamn Jenny. You feel me? Cause who the fuck champed the dog? Who champed most of the dogs out? Every time you looked up back in the day with old pictures, who always got the dog stacking them? She do. You see what I'm saying? You can see it. You can see through that. You know what I mean? She may not have been an intricate part, but she was a part well enough. You know what I mean? And you shouldn't downplay a woman like that if you know she was showing dogs with you. She was a part of the shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that. Cause you know that if the dogs really was coming up under her like that and coming up under your old ladies or your girlfriends, whatever the case may be, cause I let dogs go like that, Brandon. You feel me? Cause I know the dog be attached to the girl I be with, and I like, you know what? I ain't finna do that dog like that. You feel me? I don't do that
Um,
dog like that and take the dog.
see,
Yeah.
Ruben, Kelly from Holy Fire want to call in.
Oh, 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 oh,
Ruben
oh.
wife, Ruben wife.
Tell Ruben, tell Ruben, hey, Kelly, you tell Ruben to give you the number that he called, yeah, 'cause
What time to
Kelly,
call Chris?
yeah, call Chris. You know, we do this, hey, we do this for the love. We do this the best way we can. We do this from the hip. We be doing this from the audio. You feel me? But a lot of people don't know how to do it like we do it to where we can get all three of us on the audio. Cause Brandon G is a producer and a computer man. He don't even figure it out. He still can't figure it out. Can you? Can you, buddy? No, you can't. And I don't even know where Chris went.
I don't know what he at too, but
Chris done
yeah,
hit.
man.
Chris done hit the mute button. Chris done hit the mute button. He done fell asleep over there. He getting old. I'm just saying everything possible to get. He ain't got the phone one.
Yeah, yeah. Y'all don't hear me?
Nah, we do
Yeah,
now.
we hear you now. What's going
Oh,
on? What's
damn.
going on? Them
I just had the
headphones again.
headphones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, them got them headphones.
All right,
And
hold
you,
on, y'all.
That's
I'm
what's
about to
up.
call Miss Kelly now. I'm gonna
all right,
call her through the homie Ruben's phone.
all right.
Okay. Holy Fire Kennels. Holy
Hey, Holy
Fire
Fire,
Kennels.
Miss Lady, Holy Fire Kennels about to take us out in the last 10, 15 minutes of the show, y'all.
Yeah.
We needed one real dog woman to call in. We're gonna have another ladies' night. We're gonna get the real bully wives of the council.
Cause hey, a lot of times.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh no, I'm kidding. I'm talking. We handing the phones over. We
You
walking
hear me, Miss
away.
Kelly?
Yes, I can hear you guys.
Right on.
Oh,
How you doing, Miss
okay,
Kendall? How
okay.
you doing?
Hey there.
Hello,
How you
hello, good
doing, Miss Kelly?
evening. Good. How is everybody?
Ah, we cooling, man. We cooling.
Good, good. It's actually an honor to be on here with you guys.
And we really appreciate a real
Appreciate
dog
you.
woman, calling in and actually wanting to have a conversation with us. So
Yeah, that's
we gonna let you take out the last 15 minutes of the show, and we want to know from a woman's perspective, where do you see the American bully in its current status, and where do you think it's gonna end up?
Wow. In its current status, I mean, you have so many people who's trying to make the bully community better. We're still striving to show the actual real American bully. And for that, I thank everybody for doing that because they're keeping it true. You guys, Chris, my husband, Terrell, our kennel partner, Charles, as far as, everything that I see, I pray that it can get better. And with all of us, striving to make it better, it will get there. I just feel it's going to take some time,
Hmm. Yep. And
but
cause
you got people, wholehearted people who are there for the dog. I mean, honestly, truly love and have that passion for the dog. And I truly feel that we are going to do it. We're going to pull it together.
hmm I just
If
I feel like if people could realize like, okay, you got dog women and dog men who think the same way, and we have to really just give the notice when it's time. Be like, all right, cool. Let's hear what the ladies got to say about it, because if you really look up at it, a lot of 9 times out of 10, who you see coming bringing the dogs in, the dogs themselves. The guys handle the hardware, but it's the ladies walking the dogs in for the show.
Yeah.
So in that's what I was asking. So what do you think from the current status now? Do you think the American bully will be able to survive, or do you think it's just gonna become and stay a Facebook dog?
I believe that they have the potential to strive, but we really need to, get the education out there, get the people to really truly open the eyes and see what is a true American bully and what's not.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You
Exactly.
know,
And
that
that's
that's how
that's
I
what a lot
feel.
of people. That's what a lot of people. That's what I think I told Chris. That's what I've been calling them. Like a lot of dogs, I've been calling them Facebook dogs. Like
Yeah.
you wouldn't have never seen a dog built like this. And I'm not even talking about the exotics. I'm talking like some of the extreme dogs before they cut out the extreme class. You be looking like you. Some of the shows I was going to, you be like, bro, you know that's a bulldog with crop ears. Come on now, man. Come on now.
Mhm. Mhm. And it just seems like people don't want to acknowledge that. They're just looking past that because they're going on whatever hype is now, and
Right.
it's not right. It's not right because you're completely taking what an actual American bully is, and it's like you're putting them on the back burner just because of what's now, what's the
Mm-hmm.
hype now, and what you think is bigger and better, and it's not. And clearly you can see it. I mean, there's even health issues. It's just people I pray that they can open their eyes and see
Yeah.
that the
Cause
direction that they're going with that new hype is not it's not where it should be.
at all. And people don't realize it's like certain states getting to the point where for you to even have a bull bred dog, you got to have so many stipulations on the dog. By the time you go to think you're about to, did nobody tell you drink that much water? By the time you go to even try to breed the dog, you're gonna be in the hole probably about $8,000-9,000 just off having insurance and getting licensing to have multiple dogs of that breed in your area. And a lot of people, and a lot of shelters, and a lot of PETA people, or I would say ASPCA people, they contributed to overbreeding in that area or in that region.
Mhm.
And a lot of people don't get that. Like if and we were talking about that today, about how the difference is with men and women, and how if we do would adapt some of the outlooks that women have in
Mhm.
breeding that we probably wouldn't have such an abundance of puppies. You know,
Yeah,
we would
I
we
I I agree.
because women true much with anything in life. They said it like the homie said. They set expectations, and they normally set expectations high enough for you to meet to meet a certain standard. And I felt like if we adapt that to the dogs, you know, it'd be to a point where okay, we need to make sure when we do a breeding, we're looking at all functions. We're not just looking at going to win in the show ring. We're not looking at bully. We're looking at all of the capabilities to make a conformation dog. You know,
Yeah.
and I don't see to where I don't see why they don't look at it like that. I'm starting to look at it now because as mine sits down and we talk, we I look at it now from her perspective. You know what I mean? Like okay,
Mhm.
I see what you're getting at now. You know what I mean? Because she walked me through a lot of stuff to where I looked at it, and with this current breeding I had, versus how long I had been gone out the game breeding or whatever. And it's
Mhm.
just like when she gave me that notice, like she was one of the ones along with the homie who told me that I see how the dog acting. I think she got more than I think she got more than 2 or 3 puppies in there. And had it not been for her dealing with the dogs when she was pregnant, I think my dog was either
Mhm.
gonna be bed. I think my dog was either gonna be bedridden or she wasn't gonna move. The dog only move around his house because that only dog only move around his house because that dog love me and everything. She love me and
Lena, hold on.
everything.
Lena.
But
Mhm.
now I got my phone to time out. My phone got plenty of signal. She got plenty of signal. But I just always wanted to make sure, and I always wanted to make sure, and I'm gonna do another ladies' night, because I feel
Mhm.
like a lot of people, and and he gonna hear it, and Big Homie know it's all love, but even Big Homie know it can't be just one special female. We got to start showing these females that
No,
we.
it needs to be, it needs to be all of us, you know,
Mhm.
we all need to get out there and just, you know, talk, educate. You know what's right, you know what's not right, you know what belongs in the ring, you know what doesn't belong in the ring.
Mhm.
You know, it's just simple.
Right. And like I was listening to Ruben, how he told me, how you do your thing. You go to work, you come home, you deal with the dogs,
Hmm.
and and I mean like that's a lot of dedication. People don't feel like the short ring messing up. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize,
Hmm.
uh, you you don't look, you know what I'm saying, at what we all waste when we go to the show ring and you lose
Hmm.
by politics. You feel me?
Hmm. Hmm.
A lot of people don't understand. Like a lot of people, wives be dealing with kids and helping with the dog and be getting him ready and be dealing with his mood swings and his Facebook beefs and him trying to sell puppies and the ring. Then when he goes to the ring, he lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And had to actually deal with. And for you to sit
Hmm.
up here and just want to politic dogs, that's what made me stop showing dogs. Like, uh,
It's sad because it's very discouraging.
yeah, yeah, it really
You
do.
know, and the thing is that you can clearly see it, especially, you know, being new to, obviously my husband has had more experience with me when it comes to dogs. But I see my dogs and I know how my dogs are. To go into the ring and to work so hard and to be like, wait a minute, but clearly that's not a straight back, and then that dog takes first place.
Right. And that's like, what the
You
hell?
know, it's like, wait a minute, what just happened here?
Hmm. Yeah.
I ain't
But
want to cut y'all off, but I
But
ain't want to cut y'all off, but we had a question.
mhm,
Esther asks, she says, um, can a woman who's starting out in the bully, such as myself, make it? And she says she wants to breed healthy working bullies.
that'll be for Miss Kelly.
I'm sorry,
That's a question for
what was
you.
it?
She asks, could a woman who's starting off in the American bully community that wants to breed healthy
Oh,
working bullies, could she make it?
oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I would say the biggest thing to that is don't follow the hype. Read your pedigree. Do your education on the pedigrees. If you don't understand, ask your fellow your fellow people around you, whether it's, I mean, honestly, whether it's Tori, Terrell, Chris, my husband, see, reach out to some of these people and try to get that education, and you can surely strive and read a quality American Bully, an excellent American Bully. I mean, you might, I feel you can.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, listen. Y'all don't understand. Y'all got to get a part of this. This is not going to be just, we're not going after big name killers. We're going after the real roots to the community. I'm talking about people who actually striving to make these dogs, folks. That's why I had Miss Kelly on here. That's why I told people, it's gonna be latest edition. It's gonna be special guests. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of stuff, man, and we're gonna be talking about stuff that's gonna actually be, since it's supposed to be a community, not a
Mhm.
term just thrown around when you get put in a corner for being a bully. We're gonna actually be a community and actually stretch out to the little guys and the people that's actually in the ring, like Miss Kelly said, trying to make a straight back, coming home from work and dealing with dogs and trying to cook dinner and going
Mhm.
out there working on. That's not what politicking needs to be lost at, man. Like politicking needs to be kicked out the ring because the politicking is leaning towards the view and the vision when the view and the vision is not the standard that was written. And I feel like galvanizing the community, period, is the best way because trying to go galvanize the bully community is about like going in the middle of a KKK rally and holler
Mhm.
Kentucky Fried Chicken. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's
I
just
mean,
not.
I'll be the first to say I wouldn't, say that I'm in a high category like some of these women that have, done their research, who has years into this. But the one thing I can say is I definitely have passion for these dogs,
Yup,
you
and the
know,
rest gonna come.
and exactly. I mean, education, education. I sit here and I listen to you guys. I listen to my husband. I go off of what, I hear him. I work with these dogs hands in hand, day and night. You know, my key thing here is just, I mean, educate. I can't stress that enough. Some of the things you can clearly just see is not right, you know?
And that's the biggest thing. Like I be wanting people to realize, like when you look at certain things when it comes to dogs, it be common sense. It be common sense. Because when you, like she said, you do all this work, go in the ring, then the dog got the bat like the St. Louis Arch, win first place. It's common sense. Y'all some type of friends or took a bribe. You know what I mean? So it becomes discouraging because then it makes you get into this rut of wanting to be this kiss ass on Facebook or this little bully on
Hmm.
Facebook that's always in the middle of controversy. And
Hmm.
a lot of people don't realize, what I do is I actually confront the person that's doing it. I don't do subliminals. Y'all know I get a little foul at the mouth sometimes, which y'all excuse me. I'm trying to do better with the
Yeah.
help of the homies. It's just I am, something my granddad said. I am what I breed. I am a pit bull. You know what I mean? And I will always, live on the honor of that. And I know I go in hard and I leave on my shield. You know what I mean? And you're gonna have to put me down. You know what I mean? And that's why I always stand up for these dogs. For the simple
Yeah.
fact that I can make money for them. Everybody know the little fiasco I'm going through with the dogs papers. I killed the whole deal out. One, I'm not gonna put my dog back through there. Two, all my puppies going to good homes, and they all gone. It's not about that with me, and it's not about that with my clientele either. It's the fact
Hmm.
that people want clean, correct, breathing dogs, and you can make these dogs because the bitch that I have is related to Magoo. Just know that.
Hmm.
You just have to, like you said, it all leads back to that one word: research.
Hmm.
Research, not research park, not research boulevard, not research, not goddamn research goddamn alley, but research pedigrees, research goddamn dogs. If you live, people be surprised that a lot of people wouldn't know that they live around some of these dog people that they think is God. Like the homie didn't know. He stayed right there in Corpus Christi, and I'm like, bro, you probably bumping the dog more every day and don't even know it.
Mm.
You know? And like the homie that live out in Boston. Like I told him, I said, you being, I said, you be out in Brooklyn and Queens, and I think he said he be a fat, but sometimes I said, Bully Tunnel, they be up that way. They live in Brooklyn. No, I think they live in the Bronx, you know. And I told him, I was like, bro, you have to realize you have to get out and actually study if you give a damn. I mean,
Yeah.
even if you, even if they like they favorite thing, even if you out here trying to make money, you know what I mean? You still got to study. But as y'all know, it's the end of the show. It's 9 o'clock. I love y'all. My battery going dead. I want to thank Miss Kelly for calling in.
Oh, you're
I,
very welcome. Thank you for
I,
giving me the
I,
opportunity to.
yes, man. I thank you so much. And always, I thank the Red Man himself of Novocaine Kennels to always guide me in the new way of the dog man. I like to thank the producer, Brandon G, the Gamecock man himself, who puts the C in the council. That's why his emblem is right there. And SEC, he love y'all, SEC. That's his emblem now. Steve Spurrier, you ugly son of a bitch, you. Eh,
You
But
say what?
but as always, I love y'all and one love.